I want to give you a quick overview of the new Crescent K Craft. It's new to me. I've had this since May. I've had it out on the water probably 4 or 5 times. So I'm trying to give a quick overview of a few things. Number 1, the things I really like about it. 2, maybe some things I would change. And 3, just kind of my setup and how I've tried to make it my own and make it work for me. The number 1 thing I like about the Crescent K Craft is just its open deck and versatility. You can put all sorts of things on the tracks. Right now you see I have a cleat there and I have an anchor wizard chute up here, but I've had my dog hanging out on here. My kids love it. It's a very versatile kayak, and if you really want to get into using it as a skiff, there is motor mounts just built in back here, 4 spots to mount a variety of different motors. I'm definitely not knowledgeable on those as I like to paddle. Second thing I really like about it is the stability. You can see by this hull design, and I'll get the dimensions for you. It is a really wide kayak or paddleboard. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. So you can see it's really wide, and the hull is almost like a pontoon kind of shape. So if you're looking for something really stable, this is really good. Speed wise, how does that width affect that? I can keep up with my son on the Hobie Outback. It seems to be faster than my Jackson Liska. So I would say the whole design is top notch. It keeps the speed, but also has stability. The other thing I really like about it is the chair. If you have a Crescent kayak already, this may just be standard. I like how high it is. It's got plenty of cushion to it. I don't have a cushion on there because I like to stand a lot. And it's probably the next transition to the other thing I really like is how easy it is to stand up and down on this. It's super stable again. So it makes it a very versatile boat. This is my first day really putting it through its paces out here on a big, fast-moving river. And I've been able to stand and fish quite a bit. The other thing I really like about it is Crescent actually had another model of a hybrid kind of boat before this, and I can look that up for you real quick. But it did not have this hatch on the front. And so most of your kayak paddleboard kind of hybrids I've seen do not. It's a pretty big area in there. It's hard to get a perspective. That's where my sandwich was. Of course, you gotta bring goldfish for fishing. And then I've got, by the way, just a tip, always keep a screwdriver or something in my kayak. Whatever I use to take stuff on and off with. This kayak uses almost exclusively Phillips head on everything. So there's a cheap Phillips head screwdriver. It's my wallet, keys, etc. It's pretty deep, holds more stuff than I thought it would. Definitely not a ton of room in there, but it'll get you where you need to go. Also, if you notice that it's completely sealed, there's no way for water to get into the hole. And this, if you look at this too real quick, there's a gasket around there and a good lip. And I put this to the test, going under a waterfall over some rapids, and everything in there was still dry. So pretty impressed with that. I'm going to go to some things that I maybe am a little questionable about here. Number 1, if you notice, like you can see in the video, this hatch lid is a slightly different color from the kayak itself. Now, I really like the color options of this kayak. I really like this one, and I don't really have any kind of strategic reason to say why. I just really like the color of it, but I don't understand why this is a slightly different color. But the other thing that is a little bit tough is I'm coming from fishing in some pretty big kayaks. Hobie Outback is probably my primary kayak I've been fishing in the last few years, and then a Jackson Liska, before that a Jackson Big Tuna. This does not have as much storage as your regular kayak. So just know going in, this is a simple kayak. I'll show you what I mean. But don't really leave on any of my kayaks without my tackle box. And this is a Flambeau, just cheap. I actually got this off eBay for like $50. It comes in pieces, you put it together. But 4 rod holders here. My Hobie or Jackson, I probably could take 6 rods. But one of the reasons I wanted this kayak was to keep it simple. 4 rods keeps me engaged in fishing and less in what is on one rod or another rod. So it just kind of keeps me having a line wet at all times. The other thing I've done is I've added some paddle holders, and I'm still trying to get a feel for where I want to be. Right now I've got the paddle over there. This does have this strap here. It's made to hold a paddle. The blade go underneath there and the paddle lays across the deck. Or there's a slit here. It's supposed to put your paddle in there. It feels like it puts a lot of stress on my paddle. So as you can see, I keep my paddle on the side over there. The other thing I've added, as you can see, is just a cup holder, plier holder, and then a cleat right here. And this is just my anchor wizard chute. I yanked that off of the Jackson this morning because I knew I'd be in running water. This isn't working the way I really wanted to because This thing needs to be at a down-sloping angle, so some work's going to be done there, but that way I can keep my anchor up the front of the kayak. The other thing that, if you saw on the hatch up there, is I've got a few more of these little tie downs. I don't know what I'm going to use them for just yet, but I feel like there's so much deck space up here. I could add some storage or something if I need to, but again, I'm trying to keep it simple. But you can see right now I'm sitting just like on the side of the kayak, the paddleboard, dangling my feet. This is now my like favorite fishing position for the summer, and that's just kind of the way of life. I feel like with the Crescent is this thing is not made to go out and be a Cadillac and keep you dry all day and have 14 inches of graphs on it and everything. This is a toss it in the truck. You can take it a lot of places. It's very stable. It's not that expensive compared to some other kayaks. Mine actually came from Music City Outfitters in Nashville. I live in Knoxville, so it's a little bit of a drive, but I got a really good deal there, so it was worth it to me. Got to do some cool plane watching with my son, as the Outfitters right near the airport. So I would encourage taking a look there. I know locally there's two other outfitters in Knoxville that sell them too. Probably a dealer near you. As far as I can tell, Crescent seems to be a pretty legit stand-up company. They have a really good social media team, so maybe they'll see this, I don't know. But if you do, love the product, guys. Just a few questions, a few things maybe I would do differently, like getting rid of that paddle slot, maybe making that hatch bigger. But overall, I mean, like, this is a great kayak or paddleboard. I keep saying it's like a hybrid. I don't know what to call it. I stand on it a lot. I have used a paddleboard paddle with it pretty successfully. Just today in moving water, I just brought one paddle because it's like I need to keep the blades wet because I'm going to be fighting current all day, which I have been. But thanks for watching. Hope this helps you out if you're looking at taking a look at or buying a Kcraft. If you're in the Knoxville area and wanting to check one out, let me know. If I'm on the water, come out and check it out.